Good morning. Good morning. This video will be very sweet and very short, of course, real quick. What I want to say to you this morning is stay focused. Stay focused no matter what. So you got to keep your eyes on the prize. The Bible said that Jesus, because he kept his eyes, his focus on the prize, the joy that was set before him, he endured the cross. He despised the shame, and he sat down at the right hand of God. So he kept his eyes on you. He kept his eyes on me. We were his focus. We allowed him, because he focused so much on us, to keep going. He carried that cross. He carried that cross. He despised the shame. So this is what I'm saying to you. As you going on with God, you might get mocked. You might get talked about. People might say, "Oh, you serving that Jesus? What is he doing for you? Are you so saved? Why you gotta borrow money? Why you gotta, why you don't have a job? Why you don't have a car? Or why you going through this? Or why you going through that? Or why you homeless?" See, listen, you got to despise the shame. You got to despise the shame. Forget what people think about you. Don't worry. You got to stay so focused, and you got to be so in tune to God, to where you don't care what they think about you, what they say about you. When I tell you, I got saved January of 1998. That devil was so mad at me. For real. Because when God saved me, I wasn't going to play with God. Now, I'm not saying I was perfect, but I loved him, baby, because he forgave me for so much, and because he's so merciful. So I tell you, the enemy came at me all kind of ways. I remember when me and Greg first got married. I married him. He wasn't even saved. And the next day, because we got married at our apartment, and the next day after we got married, Greg came home. He just wasn't the same person, and he just pushed me down. Just pushed me down. And when he pushed me down, I fell to the floor. And he looked down at me and he said, "You should never married me." It's like the enemy just came right in and tried to use Greg to sabotage me. But God had another plan. Instead of Greg sabotaging me, God saved Greg. How about that? So what I'm telling you is, from that point on right there to always losing our places that we stay, getting eviction notices, cars repossessed, borrowing money, not having enough, just always struggling. But here's the key. You got to stay with God no matter what. See, you can't allow what somebody else do cause you to leave Jesus. You can't do that. So it don't make a difference what Greg did to me in the beginning. It don't make a difference how when, 6 months later he gave his life to the Lord, which all he was doing was running anyway. But God caught him. And let me tell you how the Lord used me to play a role in that. Because when God saved me, he saved me for real. And when God saved you and you take this thing for real and seriously, people will see the change in you, and they will want some of that. People want that. If it's real, if your light is shining so bright, they are going to want that. So you just got to be real with this thing. Stop playing with God because he let you slide with a little bit of this and let you slide with a little bit of that. No, what you're doing is pushing yourself further and further back. That's all you do when you play games with this. But just because you are saved, don't think everything is going to go your way. 20 years plus of suffering I had to endure, and still we got to go through. But it's going to come a time when you suffer with Christ, you are going to reign with him. But the problem is, people don't want to suffer. So what happens is, when they get put in the the oven, or when they get put on in the fiery furnace, or when they get put in the lion's den, or when they get put on the potter's wheel, they run. Or when they get faced with temptation like Joseph did, they fall into the temptation. Or when they want something so bad like Samson, they go for it. So here's the thing. Joseph ran from the temptation. Are you going to run from it? Samson wanted it so bad, he went right into it, eyes wide open. How bad do you want it? Are you willing to leave your inheritance? Are you willing to leave your everything, your legacy for 2 minutes? So I said all that to say this. People think when you start fasting and praying, they're supposed to see something happen. They think it's magic. It's not magic. I've been fasting since 2008. It took 2008 for me to be free from so many things that was holding me down. From 2008 to 2015 is when I realized I wasn't the same. So it's going to take some time. Yours might not take as long as mine because you might not have had as many demons to fight as I had to. But the problem is, don't give up. See, everything I went through made me to be the joy that I am today. It made me this bold woman that I am today for Christ. If you don't go through nothing, you will never know what's inside of you. Most people go through and they give up because there's nothing there. What are you made of? So that's what this video is going to be called. What are you made of? Your test and trial is going to prove what you're made of. But if you give up because things don't happen, like I made a statement before. This one lady, she came in hard. You know, she was, hey, I love this ministry. She'll put 10 to 15, you know, I'm not trying to exaggerate. But she'll put a lot of comments, you know. And then after about a week, she said, look, I love your ministry and I hope God bless your ministry. But if God don't show up by noon, then I'm going back to the kindred spirits. That's what she said. So just because people come in hard, that don't mean they got no substance in them. I'd rather come in slow and God build up what he needs to build up in me than to try to come in all fast and no substance. So people can talk a good talk, but what are they walking? So that's why I want to tell you too, stop looking at people and being jealous because you think they got it going on. You don't know what they got inside of them. You don't know. The only person can open them up and reveal who they are is God. And God will reveal people's hearts to you. He will. He'll show you. So all I'm saying to you is this. What are you made of? What are you made of? And as you stay focused on the prize, stay focused on Jesus. Keep fasting and keep praying. I promise you, when you come through this, baby, I'm telling you something. Makeup can't make you more beautiful. Broad shoulders can't make you more beautiful, more handsome. You understand? Money in the bank can't make you more glorious. It's those trials and tests that you go through, baby, that make you the bomb. How about that? How about that? You got Jesus, the bomb of Gilead, and then you his little bombs. How about that? He'll make you so beautiful because the Bible says he beautify the meek with salvation. So as God deliver you, he's going to beautify you. People be saying, girl, all of a sudden you'll start looking 20 years younger. As God start delivering you from all of that mess inside of you. Rejection, lust, rebellion, fear, insecurity, low self-esteem. As he get to delivering you from all of this mess, you start looking beautiful. People don't even realize how beautiful they are until they start getting delivered. And they wouldn't even know that they need delivered deliverance if God wouldn't send somebody like me or somebody else to let them know, hey, you need deliverance. That's why when I tell my testimonies, they say, oh, I can relate to you, Joy. Of course. Of course. That's why God sent me. If you couldn't relate, why would he send me? So, with that being said, I'm going to let you all go today. I love y'all so much. Give me some kisses. I love y'all. I don't be planning this, so they probably say she performing. I love y'all so much, okay? Have a beautiful, blessed day. And you know what? With that being said, stay focused. And your focus will show you what you're made of. I love you.